I know.
Hogan's last run with the WWF had come in June 1993 and was widely considered a flop within the industry. It had little impact on arena event business, and the buy rate with the King of the Ring pay-per-view had been below that of SummerSlam 2 months
He
later.
didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't do anything. He wrestled WrestleMania 9, and then he didn't wrestle again till the King of the Ring.
In court, Hogan knew he'd be pilloried for lying to the nation in his saccharine Arsenio appearance in 1992, so he quickly admitted that he used steroids as early as the mid-'70s. In court, he admitted that, okay? So much...
Well, you know something, dude, brother, when I was, when I was first starting out in this business, dude, I definitely used steroids, man. I don't know what kind of editing they did on Arsenio Hall, man, but I definitely admitted there, man, that I did steroids, dude. That Vince McMahon gave me those steroids.
Whoa, okay, slow down, Terry.
And he actually injected them into my arm, dude. He actually put the needle in himself, brother. That's the way it is, man. And I admitted that on Arsenio Hall, dude. I don't know what kind of editors they got over there putting that show together, man. And then
he takes them to task for editing out the most incriminating thing he said.
and I even admitted too that
Hulk's lawyer is just like, Terry, for God's sake, will you shut up? Where's the chloroform?
I'll tell you, man, just to clear my name a little bit more, man.
Just to clear he's throwing everybody under the bus. He's throwing everybody under the bus, one after the other.
On that same Arsenio Hall show, dude, I told them that I snorted coke with them.
I told them. They didn't even ask about coke.
With Vince, man, and both he and I can't get hooked, dude. That's just the way it is, brother.
So,
okay, so illegal steroids. Vince McMahon injected him, and he's also a cocaine user.
That's only half of the story, by the way. You only let me read half of the line before you launched into a Hogan diatribe in which he throws everyone under the bus and implicates himself in thrice the crimes.
And dude, I'm telling you right now, man. Also on Arsenio Hall, I told him how Pat Patterson raped me, dude. And that's just but they edited it out, man.
And one time I stole.
Trying to be honest, dude. And
one time I stole a Butterfinger, brother, from the 7-Eleven, dude, on them guns that I've got. And the guns. So he says, he was equally forthright about the way he got steroids in the WWF. Yeah. Testifying with immunity, as Sale writes, Hogan figured that he'd received steroids in the mail 10 times from Titan Towers, and that he usually called Feinberg, who I think is a secretary to McMahon, from the road, asking her to replace his orders with Zahorian. Emily, it's Terry. You talk to the doc?
Hey, brother, did you talk to Z, dude?
Z? Who, Zeus? No, Terry. He doesn't want to work for us anymore.
Oh, no, man. I mean. The juice maker,
the candy man, the candy man. If so,
Candyman Z, dude.
Candyman Z. That literally sounds like one of Brutus's names in WCW. If this advanced O'Shea's case at all, the victory was short-lived. That was because the WWF's hired gun of a lawyer, a decorated former drug prosecutor named Laura Brevetti, supplanted O'Shea in the well. Hogan's memory deserted him completely, just as Feinberg's had the day before. He couldn't remember picking up steroids in April 1989, nor did he have any memory of Vince's limousine driver delivering a package.
Man, dude, I don't know, man. I may have done it. But I can't tell you when, dude. I can't tell you who. Sometimes I just open my door and there it was, man.
Yep.
Just there's steroids on my front stoop. So what's Hulkster going to do, man? What are you going to do? And what's Hulkster going to do when those steroids are right on my porch? Brother.
In Tampa. right where you pull into like that circular driveway around the fountain. It's like a FedEx package just dumped there. So
God.
The exciting conclusion
yes.
to this story next week on the Lapsed Fan Wrestling Podcast, where the year 1994 is upon us, WrestleMania 10. But let's not just talk about negativity here, boss, because you and I have some warm memories about this show.
Yes, we do. Well, yes, we do indeed.
And the angles that led up to it. What the Lapsed Fan Solar System ought to know, I think right out of the gate, is as this angle took place to bring Hulk Hogan back, we had developed a rich routine, joking about how Hulk Hogan was obsessed with people sneaking up on him in the night and trying to pin him and get it on camera. We were joking about
because Hogan. I even made a poster. Okay, I made a poster. I drew a poster of Hogan. I had this idea that Hulk Hogan considers himself to be the torchbearer of professional wrestling.
Because he talked about how Andre passed the torch to him at WrestleMania.
That's right, man. I've never let go of that torch, dude.
That's right.
I keep on to that torch, brother. I hold that torch, dude. I ain't losing my heat, bro. And
I ain't losing my heat. I ain't losing my heat. So he's.
But we had this idea. One of the funniest things, though, is that we had this whole idea that Hogan was so obsessed with getting the win, not only paranoid about getting rolled up by a fluke roll up by some guy as if he's in a 24/7 hardcore match,
right?
But he's also obsessed with pinning everybody.
That's right.
He pins.
That was more the linchpin than him.
Yeah, like instead of being he was paranoid that if he didn't pin somebody, he was going to also lose his heat. Like he just needed to make sure he got that win over random people. And so we would even, when we were playing No Mercy, this is what I absolutely I love this, is that we would do Royal Rumble matches in No Mercy, and if Hogan was in there and we happened to be Hogan, he would always go for pins.
Right.
He'd always try to go for pin. He wanted to pin everybody.
Even if you didn't pin people in the rules of the match.
Even if you couldn't pin anybody, even if a pin didn't count, he would go for the cover because he needed the win. And what made it even better was that Raw, where Hogan and the Rock declare their match for WrestleMania X8. And the NWO comes in and beats on the Rock. Hogan pins him.
He does.
Hogan goes for the cover, and Hall and Nash register the 3 count.
This is during an angle. This is not a match.
Right. It wasn't a match. It was the angle.
This is a standard issue beat down, not a match. They're beating this guy down. Kevin Nash jackknifes him. Scott Hall hits him with the razor's edge. Hogan drops the leg. And instead of leaving it at that, instead of leaving their prey prone and dead on the canvas, Hogan, and this is after we had come up out of the clear blue sky with this idea of Hulk Hogan being obsessed with getting visual pinfalls on everyone in the business. He pins Rock with no ref. He just hooks that leg for all it's worth on live television.
I gotta get the torch back, dude.
And we lost our shit.
Jumped to our, I don't know where.
It literally felt like a dream come true.
Yeah. Oh, totally. It was surreal. It was very surreal because it was
our jaws dropped.
Because this is our inside joke fantasy playing out in real life on live TV.
It's like if you were to satirize like somebody in your personal life and then they go ahead and do the exact thing with a straight face that you satirize them doing. Like they become your cartoonish version of themselves on television. That's what it's like. But your cartoonist version of them is based on an exaggeration that they've never shown on the screen before.
Right. I've never seen him go for a pin, where he wasn't in the, where it wasn't a match.
Oh my God. He covers Rock in the middle of a beatdown angle. What are you doing? Why would you pin a guy in the middle of a beatdown?
I got to get my heat, dude.
Because the idea is that he'll never have what happened to him and Yokozuna happen again.
Right.
He never gets the chance to get a win back. Like, remember 98 Halloween Havoc, okay? He eventually beats Warrior.
Absolutely.
He loses to Warrior clean in 1990, but he does not rest. In fact, you can argue the only reason WCW shelled out as much money as they did to bring in Ultimate Warrior in 1998 was so that Hogan could get that win back. That was the only real upside. That seemed to be the only apparent goal they had in using the guy, was to rematch the two and for Hogan to get that 1, 2, 3. And
well, you know something, dude. I'll tell you right now, Vince McMahon, if you want me to come back to the WWE, that's fine, brother. I'll bring back the whole NWO with me. But I'll tell you right now, the first line of my contract, man, says that I have to pin everybody, whether it's a match or not, beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not going to let anyone have the last win, dude. I'm going to make sure that I beat them before to prove that I am the best, dude.
Never
you understand
again.
me, Vince McMahon?
Mm-hmm.
Never again will I have Yokozuna pinning me. I mean, I went out to his grave, man, and I dug him up, and I pinned him anyway.
That's
I
right.
pinned his bones, man.
I got it on tape, brother.
I got it on tape, and I aired it, dude. I aired it.
It's a powerful guy. He can just air something.
Oh, all right, Terry, that's fine with me. Whatever we can do to bring you in. I'll do anything you need. Anything you want. Anything at all. You're damn right, dude.
And so, Hogan, even though it's not a match, even though it's not anything, pins The Rock.
Pins him.
After a beatdown on Raw to set this match up. And it's a personal moment for us.
Oh.
We rejoiced like you've never seen because like we said, it's not only laughing our asses off at how amazing it is that he's doing exactly what we in our crazy imagination world thought he would do. It's that it was surreal. It was like, is this really just happening on the TV exactly as we would make it up?
And not only that, but we're also in the midst of watching Hulk Hogan
come back
on Raw
for the first time ever.
For the first time since 1993.
Oh my God. Yeah, it was really heady. I mean, for people who grew up Hulkamaniacs like we did of our generation, this is a huge deal that Hogan's back in the WWF ring. Huge.
I mean, it was unreal. It was beyond surreal. It was unreal.
It's like, am I supposed to